Ash, my goodness. Dog is so rude. My goodness, that seems to be twisted. All sorts of wonky after going to Jollibee. Whoa. Yeah, fabulous. All right. That's good grub. Good dinner.
Hi, Gemma.
No, I said good dinner.
Oh, it was great dinner.
Oh, man.
Dinner, dinner, whatever.
If if only some really awesome person had bought you ears.
I will. Actually, I'm about ready to go lay down for a little bit,
I know.
and I will put them in when I get up.
I'm flipping you poop. No, I said that was really good food. I think it was worth the drive.
The sandwich is great. It was one of the best sandwiches I've had.
Thanks for the messy. How you doing? I
Thank you
really
very
would.
much.
You're welcome. I wish my live stream chat would save, but I guess not because since I'm not monetized yet. So I actually missed most of the chat that was sent. I meant to turn on my hotspot before I started the live so I could chat on my other phone, and I forgot, so I just had to roll with it. Were you in the Jollibee live, Philip? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like that a few days ago on Matet's live. And Ash is eating the corn out of something, but I don't know what he's eating. I think he's trying to yank a root out of the ground, actually. Okay, cool. I missed most of what was said, but it seemed like people were enjoying it, so I was very impressed with Jollibee. The only thing that was so-so was the hamburger steak. I'm anxious to try the gravy in the Philippines because this gravy was not very rich and a little bland. But that said, it was good dipping the chicken in it and the chicken sandwich. And if you get like the hamburger steak, put some of the fries in it so it's kind of like Canadian. Now I'm blanking on what it's called without the melted cheese curds. Poutine. HE. Maganda Chi. Oh my gula, you need to send me that picture. You won't send me bathing suit pics, but you'll put it up as your YouTube profile picture. That makes sense. Uh-huh. Give that one a Heineko. Santa oil. Yeah, I still haven't seen the pictures come through on any of the chat methods. Oh man. Yeah, that was really good food. I was very pleasantly surprised by the spaghetti. I knew it was going to have some sweetness, but to be honest, I was not expecting it to be very palatable. It was actually, I really enjoyed it. I do think the cheese is different here because here it looked like the cheese was actually melting, and the cheese that I've seen on the spaghetti in the videos from the Philippines looks like it's not really melting and kind of looks like something that was extruded from a Play-Doh set. So I'm interested to try that. It does that automatically because I'm not monetized yet. So until I'm monetized, as soon as it's done, it automatically sets to private. I actually immediately set it to public, but it doesn't show back up as public again until it's done processing. I don't know if it's like scanning the video for language or copyright or nudity or hate symbols or what. But all of my live streams do that. It'll take anywhere from 2 hours to about 12 to 14 hours, and then it'll pop back public because I've already set it to public again. Hey, Kuya Prom DTV. I am sure, yes, I am connected to you. So I will give you moderator. Jacket. You're welcome. I'm from Seattle area, US, moving to the Philippines in less than 2 weeks. So let's see. It's Sunday morning right now in the Philippines. I will have been in DUMA for about an hour and 15 minutes right now, if my flights are all on schedule and I make all my connections. Thank you very much, Pramdi. Hi, Nicole. Oh my gulai. Not really yet. I'm learning the Kanti Tagalog, and then Chi will teach me Bisaya and some Malongo, but I don't know it yet. Like, sorry, I'm just catching up on a couple things in my game real quick. Yes, but Chi is a Longo, and her parents speak Alongo, and they live nearby Awan, and they're on the Negros Oriental side. Although I heard that's changing, and I heard before too long it's just going to be Negros. It's not going to be Negros Oriental and Negros Occidental, so we'll see. No, my girlfriend is Filipina. She's probably very shy when I say it because it hasn't been announced officially on her channel yet. But a lot of people know, so. How's your morning going, Kuya Pramdi? 4 people, 3 likes. Hit the like, please. It's free. Guess it's gonna be one of those days. I fly from Seattle to San Francisco to Manila to DUMA. That is, unless the typhoon damage has changed things. But they've got, by then it'll be 2.5 weeks since, so maybe they'll have got it all ironed out by then. But that's the flight plan right now, is SeaTac Airport, which is Seattle Tacoma Airport, to San Francisco to Manila to DUMA. Oh no, is it storming there or just rain? I just need things to hold together until I can get there. Please, Lord, just let me get there. And then all hell can break loose. Oh my gulai.
Okay. I'm going to take an errand.
All right, brother. Kuberin
Still not
P.
used to this daytime shit.
Yeah. English, or somebody translate, please. It's fine, I'll get it. Oh, that's not helpful. I guess today Google doesn't want to translate things. About an hour. Yeah, pretty much an hour. I think it was 48 minutes or 58 minutes. Yeah, I was it finally translated, and I'm between that and Philip's translation. I was like, neither one of those exactly match it, but close enough. I guess that's the same color. I got another linen shirt. It's rather light color for me, but I figured it might be good. Excuse me. Yep. I was already planning on moving there. And I was already planning on going to Valencia, and then I met Chi, and here we are. Super excited. Kubran, your favorite YouTuber is live. Oh, she's a smoke show. I haven't bought a bunch. I heard that I should, but dude, I'm already bringing so much stuff. I don't have much room to spare for things like sunscreen, so I may just have to buy a bunch when I get there. I mean, when I say buy, like ship it in on Amazon or something. Jing everything. I know what you like, Kabaran. I got your number. Yeah, I unboxed my new router earlier. I don't know if that one is done processing yet or not. I don't know if I've heard that the sunscreen is more expensive. I heard maybe it's not as effective. Maybe that's why it's more expensive, because you have to use more of it. Dancing Grandma, you haven't seen Jing Everything? I was just trying to be funny. Don't take offense. The sun is definitely supposed to be hotter there. I'm not sure what the UV index is. I'm sure you've been in my live chat or Jasper's live chat when we've spoken of Jing. No, I just see it from time to time when my chat, when I'm connecting to people. Sometimes the chat will go away, and so the easiest way to get the chat back is to scroll up one time and then scroll back down to the channel I was on. And it seems like a lot of the time when I scroll up, there's Jing dancing, and I'm like, oh, Hanako, scroll back. Yeah, it's Baby May's sister, and Baby May is Old Dog Paul, Old Dog Newtrick's wife. And you should be very aware that you have nothing to be jealous of when it comes to Jing everything, G. Ash, stay here. Hi, Neko. The one dancing. You all know who it is. Don't act stupid. Stop with the bullshit. Oh, is that the one with all the views and all the likes? Y'all know damn well who it is. You're going to bring up swimwear? The one that won't send me pictures of swimwear but posts it as her YouTube profile picture? Really? Okay. Goodbye, John Smith. It was meant as a joke, Kubaran. If it actually offended you, I greatly apologize. I'm surprisingly high blood for having such a happy belly right now. Yep. And my smartwatch says so too. Many things on my mind now. Stupid tripod is not centered. Legend, hello. What is up, my dude? If you didn't see it, it's processing right now, so it won't show up. But Chip and I went to Jollibee in Tacoma and live streamed trying different things. So that'll be up in I don't know, anywhere from an hour to 14 hours from now, it'll be done processing. We should do a call in. I don't know, dude. Tonight I am a little I'm feeling a little testicle today. Yes, because I've been hinting to something to someone and they're not getting it or they're just ignoring me. It's not you. I'm just a little exhausted. Had to drive highway to get to Tacoma and get through traffic. Had to drive, and then we waited in line, set up all the stuff, ate our food, packed it all up, drove home, went to the store. Meanwhile, my patience was already a little bit low because I paid I paid like $380 to buy Chip fucking hearing aids. And he refuses to wear them most of the time or forgets, whatever. So we're driving to Tacoma and I'm trying to listen to a YouTube video, but he can't hear it because of his hearing. And he's not wearing the hearing aids that I spent good money on, bought him for Father's Day. So he just constantly keeps basically yelling over the top of the video I'm playing, and I have to stop the video and say, okay, what did you say? Because now I couldn't hear you or the video. And then we're at Jollibee, and I have to like repeat everything about 5 times because Chip doesn't have his hearing aids. We get back home, and I try saying something to him, and I'm still repeating myself because we're home, and he still hasn't put the sons of bitches in. And I'm like, you still don't have your ears in? He's like, I'm getting ready to lay down. I'll put them in when I get back up. Do you understand? The real reason I bought them is to lower my frustration level and blood pressure. Put them in your fucking ears. It's not that hard. That's why I bought them. Put them in. He yells when he doesn't have them in. He can't hear, so he's yelling louder. I'm sure maybe he'll yell with them in too. He did not have them in all day. Not 1 second today. So that right there increases my frustration level. Because it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I could be on a live stream and he'll just randomly start like yelling about an article or a funny joke he's reading at the moment. Doesn't matter. I'm mid conversation explaining something to somebody. It's just, I love the guy. Don't get me wrong. I love him. I paid almost $400 for fucking hearing aids. Put them in your stupid ears. Or I'm going to get super glue and put them in your stupid ears. Yeah, well, maybe you had a bad experience because we just had about 5 different entrees at Jollibee, and we were really impressed with all but one of them. I'm not going to say 4 or 5 star, but both of us agreed we would take it over other fast food. I would take their chicken over KFC. That says a lot. I haven't had Popeyes or Church's, so I can't compare it to that. Oh, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. What's really stupid is I can watch it. I could watch it on my other phone, but if I go into manage videos, I couldn't manage it. I've already set it to go public, but until it's done processing, I can't add it to like a playlist. Now I'm curious to see if it shows up on my phone. So we'll take a look. Yes, it appears to be up. So is my unboxing of the new Asus router. It had other stuff in there too, but I went ahead and unboxed it on live, and then I'll chop it down to a rather short unboxing at some point. It's not like a great unboxing, but you can see what the thing looks like. I'll probably edit and re-upload the video in at some point. I don't know if it'll be one video or maybe I'll chop it up into shorts talking about each specific thing. I don't understand what's up with the audio. We both had mics on, but to me it sounded like the audio was coming from the phone, and I don't know why that was. And I was using the mics, but it seemed rather quiet. I did have it placed low, but I don't know. You guys will have to tell me what you think, if it sounds like the audio is coming from the phone or the mics. I think it was coming from the phone, and I don't know why that is. I don't know who Jason Lovely is. Oh, who's Janet? Oh, that's that one. Oh, that is the right one. Yeah, I didn't put the model, but I can still do that. I can go into the description of the live and put the model number of the router, and then I can obviously do the same. I'll hashtag it up when I post the unboxing. Yeah, that's really frustrating, but I mean, I could hear okay, but that wasn't the result I was going for. The one thing that was different was I had it set to stereo, so I was using both transmitters. Almost every other time I've just used one mic. Yeah, I should have heard myself a lot clearer than I did, so I mean, the receiver it detected that I plugged it into the phone and I acknowledged it. So I don't know why it wasn't coming from the mics. Thanks. Yeah, it wasn't horrible audio quality. It's going to get dark pretty soon. I think we're past the summer solstice, so days should be getting shorter. Let's see what my app says. Great. Sunset is 2050. 11 minutes till sunset. Now that's not necessarily dark, so probably by 9 or 9:15 it'll be getting rather darkish. It's 2040 right now, 8:40 for you non-military types. But I was hoping for better audio. It wasn't bad. I was just hoping for better after actually taking the time to mic us both up, and I don't know. I'll have to do some more testing tomorrow with the mics. Maybe my live stream tomorrow I'll use the mics and see if they're working like they're supposed to. Or maybe YouTube changed something in the app and it's not picking up the mics now. I don't know. I was impressed with the food. Chip said, and I agree with him, we both got the spicy chicken sandwich, which has the raw slices of jalapeno in it. That is a good chicken sandwich, and it was thick white meat chicken. It was not like ground up formed chicken patty. It was a nice big chunk of white chicken meat. So I was very impressed with that. One of the best chicken sandwiches I've had. Chip said it was probably the best one he's had. I liked the regular chicken, and I really, really liked the spicy fried chicken because I like everything hot. But both the regular fried chicken and the spicy were very juicy. Man, it didn't feel like saturated in oil. Obviously, there's some oil, but I was very impressed. Some fried chicken is not great. I would actually take Jollibee fried chicken, at least from Tacoma in the US, over KFC. And that's saying quite a bit. The hamburger steak was if you've had a Salisbury steak and a TV dinner, I'll say it's not far from that. So nothing to write home about. Yeah, get the spicy one. Unless you're a wuss and don't like spicy. But if you like spicy and you've never had raw jalapeno on something, it's very, very good. It's a totally different jalapeno flavor than what you get with like pickled jalapenos that you get on pizza and other things. To me, raw jalapeno is kind of like along the lines of like a spicy bell pepper kind of, but a great sandwich. But you can, I mean, the non-spicy chicken sandwich I'm sure is really good too. As it was, everything we got was $76 and change, so I didn't feel the need to get steamed rice, although after I had paid, I saw a container and I remembered that it was the adobo rice, and I was like, oh, I screwed that up. I should have got that. But all I was thinking of was the steamed rice, and I was like, I don't need that. But I did fail to get the adobo rice because that looks really good to me. I saw it after I paid, but it was too late because there was a line out the door. It wasn't like we waited a long time. But I didn't even want to get back in line to get another pineapple juice. And the sizes are not big, so if you like to drink a lot with your food or you think the spice might bother you, I would say next time I would probably order 2 or 3 pineapple juices for myself. But I drink a lot of liquids when I'm eating. I would say it would probably 3 of those would be the size of a large drink at McDonald's. And it was delicious. It was just amazing pure pineapple juice. which I already like. Sometimes they'd have chilled canned pineapple juice on the subs, and man, I'd get a cup of ice and I'd drink almost a can of that at breakfast if I had the time. And I think a can, I think that's like a quart can, maybe 2 quarts. I feel like it's about a half a gallon. I think it's 2 quarts to a half gallon. Math is hard. I just avoid math. For anybody that was waiting for Jasper's live, he had messaged me he was probably going to take it off. So if he ended up going live, I'm surprised, but I let him know I was probably going to miss and I did miss the video premiere, and then he replied that he was probably going to take the day off from the live because it was the last day that his girl was going to be over for a few days, so he was probably going to take today off. Just checking my game real quick. All right, I've done the things that I need to do in there for the next 14 minutes. So what else is up? The fries were average fries. They were nice and crunchy. They were not soggy. And that was after even a bit of time. So I would say they could probably use extra salt, maybe some pepper. But for some, if you're not John Evaldo Grow e Pipes, I know that's one of your alt accounts, so welcome. I am subscribed to that account, so you'll get moderator because I do recognize your picture and the rest of the name. Drop your link, John Evaldo. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it. Salamat. Yep, I recognize your accounts. You say that, however, I guess McDonald's in the Philippines has rice and has gravy, so I will have to compare the rice quality and the gravy quality in the Philippines between McDonald's and Jollibee. I've had Nashville hot chicken, but where? Could you be more vague, please? And when I say be more vague, that's my second language, which is sarcasm. I haven't had that one from Wendy's. I do really like Wendy's stuff. I've had Wendy's other chicken sandwiches. I've had the one that's supposed to be their competitor for like Popeyes and McDonald's and all of them. Well, it probably depends on which hamburger. In the US, I would say a quarter pounder is going to be better because a quarter pounder is the burger at McDonald's that has not been frozen. You know, I get a Big Mac occasionally, but I'm not a big fan of the Big Mac. Now, McDonald's fries, fresh and hot out of the fryer, and mac sauce. Dip your fries in the mac sauce. Ask for sides of mac sauce for your fries. You'll never go back to just ketchup. I think I heard McDonald's in the Philippines may have fried chicken also. Somebody from the Philippines can tell me if that's accurate or not. Sure, but that's not really a fair comparison, Philip, because the quarter pounder at McDonald's is different than the quarter pounder from 5 years ago at McDonald's. Quarter pounder at McDonald's now is never frozen beef to compete with Wendy's. So Jollibee doesn't claim to have never frozen beef, so I wouldn't compare a quarter pounder at McDonald's to a Jollibee's burger. I would compare a Jollibee burger probably to just a regular McDonald's burger, not the quarter pounder. It's not really a fair comparison when you're using fresh beef. But for me to say that I would take Harvey's, that's familiar to me. I think I've been to Harvey's, unless I'm thinking of something else. Is that the one that is maybe Carl's Jr. out here? Yeah, hang on. I can't remember how many years ago McDonald's changed that, but yeah, the quarter pounder and the double, any of the, whether it's a quarter pounder or a double quarter pounder, a few years ago McDonald's changed to be never frozen beef to compete with Wendy's. I'm not sure about Harvey's. I do like Five Guys. They have it here. It's very overpriced. I really like their fries. Sometimes I can't help myself but to get one of their burgers. But because something I like about their burgers, if you order it with jalapenos, they're fresh, not sauteed jalapenos, which I really like that, like I do on the chicken sandwich at Jollibee. Um, and then I also get it with the raw jalapenos and raw onions instead of the grilled onions at Five Guys. I was not really impressed with the Cajun seasoning. I like their standard seasoning. I asked for extra salt one time, didn't like it. I got the Cajun fries. It seemed not as salty as I wanted, so the next time I asked for extra Cajun seasoning on the fries, and it was too much. Hey, Night Range, thanks for coming in again. Which thing, Kubaran? Harvey's. I'm not sure unless that's... What is... I think something just scared Ash. He came over here with the zoomies, which means he's running with his hind end tucked under him. Evidently, he feels that makes him run faster. Doing good, man. Tried Jollibee today for the first time, which, if you've never had it, it's still somewhat new in the U.S., at least for areas. But that's Philippines fast food, but they have one in Tacoma Mall. I've had bear. I don't remember if it was black bear. Come on, Ash, come. A guy at work, well, he's retired now, but a guy that I used to work with in the shipyard would go bear hunting and gave me bear steak one time. It was pretty oily, a bit gamey. It wasn't bad, but not sure if it's something I would get regularly. I've had an ostrich burger. I've had emu jerky. I've had rattlesnake. I've had rabbit. I've had frog legs. Have I had moose? I've had deer. I've had elk. I'm not sure if I've had moose or not. I feel like I have, but I'm not 100% sure. Things I refuse to eat are I will not eat dog. I will not eat horse. I'm not going to eat brains. The reason I will not eat brains is from any animal. That's a horrible idea because there's these little things called prions that infect you when you eat brains, and it gives you a disease called kuru. No, not gonna eat snails. Not gonna eat snails. Not gonna eat roasted tarantula. I've had freeze-dried flavored crickets before. We would get them as jokes for our kids' Christmas stockings, and 3 of the 4 kids did not like them. However, my youngest, Autumn, loved them and would gladly take them from all the other of the 2 kids. So she would have all these little, like, raisin size boxes, the little raisin boxes. They would be like that size of freeze-dried crickets. I wasn't impressed with croc. I've had, well, maybe it was alligator. I've had alligator. Wasn't super impressed, but I am pretty sure it was here, so I'm pretty sure it had to be frozen to ship here. So I would be interested in at least one more time trying fresh alligator that hadn't been frozen. But what I had, I wasn't impressed with. Frog leg was really good. Now, it took people 15 minutes of heckling me for me to finally try the frog legs. And it was at an expensive steak restaurant. And they were sauteed with garlic butter. I almost ordered a whole nother side dish or side order of the frog legs, but it was like 25 bucks. So they were not cheap. It's kind of like eating a chicken wing, but the flavor is like a cross between a chicken wing and fish. Puffer fish I'm not going to do because even a good chef seems to screw up, and that can kill you quick. Well, my name's not Tommy, but I'm at about 221 right now, which is down from 236. So I am losing weight. Yeah, Autumn was funny. She loved the freeze-dried crickets. And they had different flavors. They had like ranch flavored and I think sea salt and vinegar and different ones. She was adorable when she was little. Yeah, I'm not doing puffer fish because, like I said, even an expert chef on occasion screws that up and people die. Thanks, Mike King. Good try on the dig there, but yes, I do need to lose more weight, but I've lost 15 pounds. So, and I'm still on a downward trend. So that was kind of a fail on your attempt at a dig. And I have a beautiful Filipino girlfriend, and I'm moving to the Philippines in less than 2 weeks. So retiring early. I'm gonna go to the Philippines and make YouTube videos and hang out with my Filipina. Okay. It just was an odd way to introduce yourself. Channel. Not I love sushi. I love poke. I'm not doing puffer fish. It's just too easy to end up dead from that. Fugu. I even know what it's called. I'm relatively adventurous on food, but there's some things I just won't do. Yeah, we'll do lives together. I'm sure we'll do separate lives, but we'll also do lives together. I'm sure we'll do separate videos. We'll do videos together. Yeah, and you have to be a specially trained and certified chef. And even then, sometimes they still screw it up and people go to the hospital and sometimes still die. So that's just something I don't need to eat and risk dying from. You can have my portion. Go for it. We're still going to have our own separate channels, but there's going to be lots of things that we do together. There's going to be a lot of times that we go do stuff, and I'll hold the camera for her and video her making her video, and then I'm sure we'll swap cameras and she'll do the video of me doing my video. And then there will be times that we'll be doing videos together. I have not had an opportunity to try kangaroo, but I would. I've had ostrich, and I've had an ostrich burger, and I've had emu jerky. And if you don't know what an emu is, an emu looks like a smaller ostrich. It's looks like a smaller ostrich. I don't know what else to describe it. Goat. No, but I would like to. I like lamb. I'm pretty sure goat is going to be one of those things where it kind of depends on the individual goats and also how it's prepared and stuff. Because I've had goat cheese, and I've had goat cheese that is fabulous, and I've had goat cheese that I spit out. All goat cheese is going to have goatiness to it, and when I say goatiness, if you know what a goat pen area smells like, their bodies, I don't know if it's their urine or what, has a very distinct goaty smell to it, and all goat cheese has that smell and the flavor to some extent. Yeah, I just had emu jerky. I'm sure a tenderloin would be great. I mean, it's another bird. It's like ostrich is very lean. Yeah. I wonder if it would be one. I wonder if goat would be one that you would want to do like you do with liver. For a lot of people that don't like liver, they say to soak it in milk for an hour. Now, Chip swears by soaking it in fresh water and changing the water out many times over a day until the water stays clear and then cooking it. I'm like, that, I'm sure that would probably work great. I think I'll just go with soaking it in milk for an hour and then cooking it. I don't really want to swap out water every few hours for a day. She's probably in here lurking. Probably lurking. She pops a comment in from time to time. Yeah, I'd try roux. I'd try roux mainly just to eat it in front of another roux and be like, punch me now, buddy. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, that sounds really good. I, I have no problem trying goat. I'm totally down with that. There was a short on YouTube. I saved it to my shorts playlist on this account, but you'd probably have to dig for a while to find it. But this guy in Australia, this big male roo is walking out of the river carrying his dog, and he's going up to it saying, I'm gonna punch your freaking lights out. and then somehow he managed to get the dog away from the kangaroo, and then the kangaroo is beating the crap out of him, and he's like underwater, and I'm like, oh my, this guy's gonna die. He finally gets away, and he did have some slashes where he got slashed by the claws of the male roo, but he got away. But as he's walking up to it, he knows, he's like, I know I'm about ready to scrap with this guy, but I gotta save my dog. Well, if you've had bad goat cheese, you would actually agree with me. Good goat cheese, it's very light. Bad goat cheese, it's very, very strong. And I basically spit it right out. So when I buy something with goat cheese, I usually buy like 3 different kinds from 3 different companies, knowing I'm probably going to throw 2 of 3 away. I don't have my lights out here, so I'll probably end this here before too terribly long. Yeah, I saw that one too. And then another one of the dogs almost ran over and got into it. Kangaroos are cool looking, but man, are the females just as bad, or is it just the males that are buttholes? Because they seem like they are just jacked, and they are just, I'm sure it's the testosterone, the male hormones and stuff. They just, they stand up and they're leaning back on their tail and they're up on their legs, and their biceps are huge, man, and their chest muscles and stuff. And I'm like, because then they've got like these long claws, and they're like, come at me, buddy, come at me. They know they're badasses. My aunt, it was before the prevalence of cameras. It was back when we still had the giant VHS camcorders, because it was in like, oh, what year was that? It was probably in 90 or 91. My parents and my grandparents and my aunt and uncle and my cousin, we all went to Yellowstone, and my aunt, at one of the rest areas we stopped at, there were bison, buffalo, whatever you want to call them. And she was one of those stupid tourists that was like walking up to it. And I'm like, I'm about to watch my aunt die. And it would just be like one of the videos, the horrible videos you see of somebody getting gored to death. Luckily, she finally listened and came away from it. But if you've seen those videos where somebody's walking up to something like a buffalo and you know it's going to go horribly wrong, my aunt was doing exactly that. And I'm like, you're dumb. You're about to die. Luckily, she turned around and walked away. But it was, oof. And then that same trip, my grandpa was, it had to be within like a year and a half of him when he finally passed. But we stopped for some reason alongside the road on one of the highways, and he was looking across the street or the road, and it was a highway, so I mean people are doing 60, 65, and he didn't look at all. It was like he saw something across the road, and he just started going, and my dad grabbed him from behind and basically pulled him backwards just as a semi went by. If my dad had not been there to grab him right then, I would have watched my grandpa step directly in front of a semi truck. Yeah. And we knew they were super dangerous, and there were signs right by where we were parked that said, don't approach the bison. The only thing I can think of is that they had been, her and her husband and their kids, they had been missionaries in Africa. So maybe they were used to being around wild animals, but still, there's just things that I go like kind of law of tonnage, just like on the shipyard. Pedestrians have the right of way to cross the street. Guess what? If there's a big truck coming that's carrying stuff, or a forklift, or a bus, I'm not going to step in front of the street. But there are shipyard workers that all the time, they just start walking. Do, 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 do. I've got the right of way. You're right. But if you're dead because you got mushed by a giant vehicle, that right of way did you no good. All right, Kuberin, thanks for coming in, buddy. And I can tell my video is getting pretty grainy with the sun going down, so you can see it's starting to get dark, and I really don't feel like hooking up my cameras right, or my lights right now. So if you guys weren't on for the Jollibee first time live stream, Philip or Kuberin said it appears to be up now, so check it out. I'll probably chop it up at some point and repost it as a video and maybe even shorts, but I was very impressed. Chip said he was impressed. He'd go back. I'm anxious to try it in the Philippines. The only thing I wish I had done was I wish I had tried the adobo rice. So I failed on that one, but yeah, I know it's dark now. It's hard to get off here though. I'm having fun talking. But there's only 3 people, so I'm mostly talking to Chi since Kuberin and Philip are leaving. Take it easy, everybody. Hi, Nico. Talk to you later. See you again next time. Peace.